Good afternoon to you. Meet the news coming to you from Cactv live. I am Shegun White. Quickly, breaking news coming to you first that we gathered reports from Maitu this morning that the man has been killed allegedly by one of the tax officials yet to be identified. The Lagos State Environmental Sanitation and Special Defense Offences Enforcement Unit, popularly known as Task Force. A video has been circulating on the social media early this morning, showed a bonfire suspected to have been set up on the expressway by youth in the area. This is even as the State Police Command said police command officers has been deployed to the scene. In the video, a man could be heard telling people to avoid the Maitu area, alleging that tax force officials had killed a man. Currently at Maitu, tax force has killed somebody. It's a shutdown and it's a no-go area. Please avoid Maitu area. That's according to the person that was reporting this morning. However, the spokesperson for the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation and Special Offences Enforcement Unit, also known as Task Force, Mr. Rahim Gbadenyoka, said the agency's officials were not at the scene. And also, following the planned NLC strike that is about to is a warning strike, the two-day warning strike have been reported to have started in some parts of the country as we speak. NLC workers shut down Kano Electricity Distribution Head Office in compliance with the two-day warning strike initiated by the Nigerian Labour Congress, the National Electricity Workers Union, this morning. Shut down the head office of Kano Electricity Distribution Company, located on Post Office Road in the metropolitan city. It will be recalled that the National Executive Council of the NLC, at the end of his meeting on August 31, 2023, resolved to embark on a two-day warning strike. The union directed all its affiliate members to commence on strike beginning from Tuesday 5th to Wednesday 6th, 2023. The strike is meant to protest the removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government without due consultation with the key stakeholders. This is in addition to its refusal to provide proper and effective measures to cushion the effect of the economic hardship resulting from the subsidy removal. The head of the Corporate Commission's KEDCO, Mr. Sani Bala, confirmed the development, noting that it is in total compliance with the NLC directive. In his reaction, the Kano State NLC Vice Chairman, Comrade Ado Rihuwai, who is championing the enforcement exercise, also confirmed that it has shut down all government offices in the state. He also said bank in the state also complied with the directive. Rihuwai also said it would be heading to Malam Aminu Kano International Airport to ensure total compliance with NLC's directive that no aircraft should land or take off. Also, let's bring you news from the business scene. Tax revenue rises by 17% to 3.48 trillion naira in the first half of 2023. Revenue from the value-added tax, VAT, and the company income tax, the CIT, grew year-on-year by 17% to 3.48 trillion naira in the first half of 2023, from 2.97 trillion naira in the corresponding year of 2022. Details of data released by the National Bureau of Statistics, the NBS, yesterday also show that the VAT revenue stood at 1.49 trillion naira in the first half of this year, 2023, rising year on year by 25% from 1.19 trillion naira in the first half of 2022. Similarly, revenue from the CIT rose year-on-year by 11.7% to 1.99 trillion naira in the first half of 2023 from 1.78 trillion naira in the first half of 2022. The NBS report stated on the aggregate VAT for the second quarter of 2023 was reported at 781.35 billion naira, showing a growth rate of 10.11% on a Q-on-Q basis from 709.59 billion in the first quarter of 2023. On the other hand, activities of household as employers on differentiated goods and services producing activities of households for own use had the lowest growth rate with 57.06%, followed by agriculture, forestry, and fishing. In terms of sectoral contributions, the top three largest share in the second quarter of the 2023 were manufacturing with 29.64%, information and communication with 21.19%, and financial and insurance activities with 11.18%. And also in business, Nigeria cannot ignore tech talents. That is according to the NASENI boss. Nigeria cannot ignore our tech talents. The new Executive Vice Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, Mr. Khalil Halilu, has disclosed, according to him, Nigerian talents are some of the best in the world and are making strides in different parts of the world. He said this recently during his inaugural address to the management and staff of the agency. He highlighted one of his agendas as the EVC of the agency is to aid technology transfer. In a statement, Alilu said, number one thing we want to look at is the area of technology transfer. Everyone is looking at Africa, and there is no better chance than now. Other countries are competing to bring and exchange technologies, especially with Africa. We cannot ignore our talents. We Nigerians are among the best doing things in different parts of the globe. We have to bring in all this wealth of experiences. We will ensure that we provide the environment and the necessary support to be able to achieve this mandate. That's according to the NASAENI boss. And also, following the strike action going on right now currently in the country, Papa Port shut down, commuters stranded as warning strike begin in Lagos. The NLC has initiated a 2-day warning strike, as you all know, and Papa has been shut down. People can be seen at the port, at the entrance of the port, being stranded, and the business has been shut down following the NLC 2-day warning strike. On Friday, the NLC issued a notice for a 2-day warning strike to protest the widespread suffering and impoverishment experienced across the country. An agitated seaport staff member expressed frustration with the federal government's negligence towards the suffering of Nigerians. He believes that the 2-day strike won't be sufficient and suggested a complete shutdown. And also in the world of sports, quickly, let's go to the AFCON qualifier. Like we were told in the morning, Super Eagles have opened their camp today. They have opened their camp and they are expected to be on ground on Wednesday. The Super Eagles are getting prepared for their final 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Sao Tome and Principe on the way when camp opens on Wednesday. Camp opens officially on Wednesday. This was disclosed on the Super Eagles Twitter handle on Monday. The coach, Jose Posero, side will host Sao Tome on Sunday, September 10th. So the Eagles qualifying match will be this Sunday on the 10th of September 2023. Also, it will be surprising to know that the head coach of the Dutch national team, Louis van Gaal, has come out to claim that the 2022 World Cup in Qatar was premeditated to help Lionel Messi and Argentina win the tournament. Argentina defeated the Netherlands 4-3 on penalties in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, with Van Gaal in charge of his third stint with the team. Speaking at the Eredivisie Awards on Tuesday night, the 72-year-old Dutch outlet NOS that the tournament was made for the Argentine team. He said, and I quote, "I don't really want to say much about it. When you see how Argentina gets the goals and how we get the goals and how some Argentina players overstep the mark and we are not punished, then I think it's all premeditated game. I mean everything I say, that Messi should become world champion. I think so. Yes, that's according to Van Gaal." And on the other hand, some people are trading their reactions against the comment of the head coach of the Dutch, saying Messi deserves to be the champion and also Argentina deserves to leave the trophy. Messi scored a brace in that final as Argentina defeated France 4-2 on penalties. Thank you very much. This is the news for the midday, and thank you for listening to us. Please follow us on our social media: Facebook Cactv, YouTube Cactv. Please feel free to drop your comments and happenings around you, and whatever news that we have as it is coming hot, we'll give it to you here on Cactv. And please, thank you very much for staying tuned. I remain your host. My name is Shegun White.